Hi, I'm Jim Anderton, technical editor of SSGM Magazine, and I'm here in Mississauga at Hofmann's National Sales Service and Training Center to talk about tires, specifically low-profile tires, and how to mount and dismount them safely on what are increasingly very expensive alloy rims. Let's see what we can do. In a perfect world, you'd solve this problem by mounting and dismounting low-profile tires without touching the wheel. And Hofmann Canada's National Sales Manager, Keith Taylor, has a solution. Keith?
Jim, how are you?
I'm well, thanks. Keith, I understand you call this the Full Monty.
That's correct.
Tell me about it.
This is our newest machine to handle low-profile tires and without touching the rim. This is a fully automated tire changer that achieves tire changing on all aspects and every diameter of tire the same way.
Fantastic. How does it work?
Well, very simply, we would have a wheel and tire assembly similar to this. You'll notice that when we put it on the wheel stand, it locates with a sensor the outside diameter of the tire, and that's to assist the machine in locating the rim directly over top of the center post. At this point, we're going to activate the machine and we're going to load the machine. The machine now knows exactly what the outside diameter of the tire is and will locate the rim over top of the center post. You'll see no effort on my part to load the machine. We'll now just center the tire over top of the shaft. There's a locating pin on the inside just to assist in locating that. At this point, we'll bring up our support shaft and we'll install our cone, which will apply pressure to the rim and lock it in place, centering it on the machine. At this point, we're going to tell the machine what size this is. In this case, it's a 17-inch diameter rim. We're going to call this a sport mode because it is a low-profile rim. And at this point, we're going to want to do a full tire removal. You see there. And now at this point, this is the only function that I will do as an operator, and we'll now put this machine in motion to remove the tire.
One button, one joystick, Keith?
One joystick. We'll now locate the top and bottom beads. We'll now break the bottom bead. And we'll now break the top bead. At the same time as breaking the top bead, a laser will now index the edge of the rim for the removal of the tire. The removal finger will now come in and locate itself into the rim. Anytime the machine stops, it's because there needs to be some manual input by me, the operator. In this case, we need to pull the drop center, or the tire, into the drop center. We'll now activate the machine again and start to remove the top bead. Again, everything is an automated sequence. So anytime the machine stops, again, needs more input from me. I'm just locating the tire onto the removal tool for the bottom bead, which will now bring up the bottom bead and rotate the tire off. So now we'll reinstall this tire. First, as any other tire changer, we would lubricate the bead area.
Keith, I've noticed you're not using very much lube.
Yes, we've now converted in North America to the tire paste. One of the advantages is this tire paste will dry within about a minute of installing the tire, and this allows that the tire will not slip on the rim after it's been seated and then driven down the road in a short time after the tires have been changed. This is a much better, will not have any corrosion to the rim as well. So it's a much better system than the lube type systems that we've been using in North America up until basically this point.
Great, Keith, let's mount this thing up.
Okay. We'll tell the machine we want to do a full tire mount. At this point, we'll just activate the machine and locate our tool head into position. This is pretty similar to any other tire changer to get the bottom bead installed. And then we'll go to install the top bead. And now we'll need a little help with this one, so we'll just start to rotate it. And then this is to assist us in getting the bead located. this point we have two air systems. We have obviously the normal inflation. Our normal inflation is through the valve core, like any other tire changer. We do have an optional bead blast assist for rims that are of a normal nature, where we would need an additional bead blast in order to seat the tire. In this case, I don't think we'll need it. So now to remove, we'll just release our shaft so that we can get the cone out of position, and then we'll bury the shaft so it's no longer in the way. And now we're going to remove the combination from the machine. And there you have it.
Keith, that's interesting. I've noticed that not only can inexperienced techs use this, but I get the impression an older tech, maybe even a guy my age, has a bit of a back issue. You've eliminated a lot of the lifting and the heavy weight, I see.
That's correct. This rim and tire assembly wouldn't necessarily be that heavy, but this machine is capable of doing rims and tires that are significantly heavier than our normal passenger car. And some of these assemblies are 100, 120, 150 pounds, and to lift them manually on top of a machine, to your point, is very difficult on the back and on a technician's health.
Keith, this machine it's not small, but has a fairly compact footprint. Does this need to be bolted down or somehow rigidly attached to the floor of the garage?
Jim, no. This machine actually weighs in around 1,500 pounds. It is a production tire changer, so it is designed, one of the benefits of the machine is the physical weight of the machine, and that's what keeps everything in a rigid. Because when we're dealing with some of the rims that we've described, it's very important that nothing moves while we're removing that tire, that we don't have a tool head coming in contact with the rim.
How long would it take a technician or apprentice to learn how to use this machine?
We believe that it's basically 1 or 2 operations, and the technician could be comfortable with virtually everything he's going to see in the machine. One of the benefits to this machine is that it does every tire and rim assembly the same way. It has its own procedure. The machine is what does the tire changing. It doesn't take operator input. And that's one of the advantages of this machine. It's very easy to learn on and very easy to operate.
Keith, I understand you call this machine the Full Monty. Is it available for delivery in Canada now?
Yes, it is. We're in full production.
Keith, ballpark, how much would it cost to set this machine up in my garage?
This machine retails in the Canadian market at $23,995, and we have demo machines that we're currently working through the country, as well as obviously our training facility here in Mississauga.
And viewers could learn more about this online?
Yes, they can go to our website, www.hofmann.ca, where we have a video of this machine operating, as well as many of our other products.
Great. Keith, thanks very much.
Thanks, Jim.